This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, so hello everyone. So today we are going to see about the next topics related to Appium. Before that, I would like to just give a recap what else we have done till now. So we have seen about the software testing part, like what exactly is software testing part and what is mobile testing and how we can do the mobile testing, what are the different things which we can perform in a mobile testing. For example, for which kind of testing we can do automation, for which kind of things we can do manual. Then we have seen about web automation and mobile automation, and we have also seen differences between these two techniques, like what exactly is web automation and what exactly is mobile automation. So for web automation, I've told like there are a ton of tools there in the market. Some are paid, some are open sources. Among all them, Selenium is most popular tool. And for mobile automation, we have seen that the most popular tool is Appium, which we can use for mobile automation testing. One more thing is that whenever we are going to do the setup for Appium, this Selenium is required there as well. Well, it's an optional technology, but still it's a good practice to have Selenium as well in your Appium framework, because sometimes if you want to do the automation of web applications. So web applications, I have already told you like what are the web applications. The web applications are those which we can open in a mobile browser. So whenever you are going to do the automation for those web applications, in that case Selenium is required. So if you are only going to automate the APK files or like inbuilt applications, then Appium itself is sufficient. But to automate the web applications, you will require Selenium there. Then we have seen how many kinds of mobile apps are there. We have seen that we have native applications, we have hybrid applications, and then we have web applications. And in native applications, we have seen that these applications are built specifically for a kind of platform, and that should work with that kind of platform perfectly. For example, as I told you, like if you open WhatsApp, then you will find that there are a lot of differences in the UI look and feel and in the working also in Android or in iOS. But the functionality will be same. As I told you, functionality will be same, but the look and feel and UI, that can be different. What are hybrid apps? We have seen that the hybrid apps are those kind of apps which are which are like built for multiple OS platforms. So one kind of application can run on multiple platforms. There will be no more differences in the look and feel and the UI part. Web apps will be those apps which we can open in the browser, mobile browser. Okay. Also, then we have seen about the Appium and its features. Like we have seen that Appium is not just a tool. Basically, it's a server. Appium is not just a tool, but basically it's a server which acts as a bridge for the mobile device and our test script. So I'll just give you a quick recap. So the last time I've shown you that this is the client where we write our test scripts, and this is the mobile app, mobile device where our application is there having some buttons, some text boxes, some functionalities, anything. Okay. And in between we have Appium server. So they told you it's a server, and its basic duty is to get the commands from this client, and this command will get to the mobile app. There it will perform some action like clicking, typing, selecting from the drop down, swiping, scrolling. Some actions will be performed there, and then if that action will be performed or not performed, that response will come back to the Appium server, and from Appium we'll again get some response in our client, which is basically our IDE. So in that client, we'll see that, okay, whether this test has passed or not. So basically, it's a server which works on Node.js environment. Okay. And also, like as I told you, the IDE on which we will be working, that will be IntelliJ, because IntelliJ is the most commonly used IDE right now in the industry for Appium test scripts. So yeah, we have seen some different features of Appium as well, like it's an open source, it supports multiple programming languages, and it also supports the API level more than 17 and Android version more than 4.1. To go below that, we need to use Selendroid tool. Okay. And also we can automate the inbuilt applications like calculator, calendar, camera. A lot of inbuilt applications are there which we can work on with. And we also can integrate the Appium with Cucumber, Jenkins, GitHub, JUnit, TestNG, form model. So a lot of things is there. Okay. Even we can run the Selenium test, the Appium test over the cloud using the Source Labs or Lambda test or like browser stack. Okay. Moving ahead, we have seen about the architecture of Appium. I just explained to you about the Appium client and server architecture and how it works. But like after some sessions, when we'll start writing the test script, we'll see like how our test script is working, how that is working, and how our code is going to the mobile device and how it's running. And then we need to do the setup today. But before doing the setup, I would like to install the Android Studio device and Android Studio application in your systems today, so that we can see that how Android Studio helps us in mobile testing, and how we can create a virtual device, and then on that virtual device we'll see that how we can install the applications, all those things. Okay. So before doing the setup for Appium, before doing the setup for project of the Appium, we'll see about the Android Studio. And I would like to you guys also perform the same things which I'm going to perform in my system. It may take some time, but I want you to perform the same exact things which I am going to do it. Okay. So I will be giving you like for example, if I'm downloading, like if I'm showing that I'm downloading something, I will be giving you like 4 to 5 minutes so that you can complete your download. If you have done the download in between also, you can simply tell me that you have done the download, so that I will be moving to the next topic. Okay. So the very first thing is we need to install Android Studio. So you can see we need to install Android Studio. So you can see download and install Android Studio. How we can do that? We can simply open our Chrome browser. There you can go to Android Studio download. So you just simply need to type that. You will land on this screen. There you can see we have the option for download Android Studio and App Tools. So we'll click on this, and this Android Studio, let me just give you an overview on the Android Studio. Basically, it's for developers only. It's not for the QA team or not for the testers. Okay, it's basically for developers. Any Android APK which you can see is, most of them, like 90% of them, are built using this Android Studio only. Okay, so the APK files are usually built using the Android Studio application. Okay, so this contains a lot of packages, different Android OS versions, and a more, like a lot more things are there in the Android Studio. Okay, so basically it's designed for developers, but like where it is useful for testers, how we are going to utilize this Android Studio as a QA, as an Appium tester. So Android Studio gives us a facility where we can create a virtual device, Well, there are a lot of tools in the market using which you can create a virtual device as well, like virtual mobile devices. But top of the all, Android Studio is one of the best tool which we can use to create a virtual device. And then okay, so once Landing on this page, you can see we have an option for download Android Studio Meerkat feature drop. So, well, there are different versions as well. We do have different versions as well, but as I told you, we will be going as of the current industry. Okay, I'm not going to show you any kind of outdated tools or outdated technologies. Okay, so we'll simply download the latest version. So before, like, as I clicked on this button, I need to scroll down, need to agree the terms and conditions, and then you can see that this option will become enabled. So you need to click on this, and this will make this app downloaded. Okay, so it will take some time. Let's wait for some time, as it's a 1.2 GB file. So it will take some time, and we'll do that. We will wait, because it's not a YouTube class that I will be having everything pre-built and then I will leave it on you guys. I'll show you everything. Correct? We'll see in the real time, and I hope that whoever have joined also is downloading the same Android Studio app right now. If any issues you are facing in the downloading part of this Android Studio, please let me know right now, or else we'll just wait to get it downloaded. Until it's downloading, and I hope that you guys are also downloading in your system. Is there any doubts, any questions till now related to previous topics as well, or like related to this whole course content? If any kind of doubts is there, you guys can ask me. Feel free to ask me. So it's saying now 2 minutes left. We'll wait for more 2 minutes. So it's gonna download right now. Basically, as I told you, like this Android Studio is developed for developers. You can also see that it's saying the official ID for Android app development. Correct. So as I told you, like it's for development part only, and it's an IDE. So what is an IDE? IDE means Integrated Development Environment. So basically, IDE is something where we can write some code, and using that code we can build something, whether it's an application or whether it's an programming languages. Okay, and this Android Studio is basically developed by Google. And uh, if you'll notice, the UI of this Android SDK, Android Studio is same as of IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, so we'll download IntelliJ IDEA also, but not right now. First, we'll see. So yeah, so you can see Android Studio is now downloaded. Let me just open, and you can see it's downloaded here. So I hope that everyone of you have downloaded the Android Studio right now. Maybe they might be having already an version of Android Studio, but if they have any older versions, I would suggest just simply delete that and download a new one. Okay, because sometimes different versions may arise some different kind of issues. Okay, so it's not like that if you already have some any older version of Android Studio then it will work. It's not like that. You should be on the same track on which I am. Okay.
I have a doubt. Can I ask?
Yeah, please. Yeah, yeah, please.
This is yeah. Like in Android Studio, I have understood. Like Android Studio for the mobile app testing, we will use browser stack, source labs, and there are a lot of providers, right? The same thing, like we can instead of Android Studio, the browser stack or source lab or any other things also we can connect and automate using Appium, or
Yeah.
is it the yeah.
No, we can do that.
Mm.
We can do that. So as I told you in the beginning only, before downloading the Android Studio, as I told you, like there are different platforms also where we can create a virtual device. So browser stack is there, source lab is there. Those are paid tools basically, and just like just to work on your local storage, like on your local machine, we usually use Android Studio. But in our course content, we'll be also looking at like how we can work with the browser stacks or like lambda test. Also, I'm going to show you in the later sessions. I hope your doubt is
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, like usually we are creating the virtual device for in Android Studio, and the same way we will be creating virtual device in browser stack also, or like lambda test, whatever we will be choosing at the end. Like because I don't want to go with any tool which only I have the access. I want you guys to also work with that same tool. So we'll see, we'll figure out. And so the same way we can create virtual device using Android Studio. Also we can create virtual device using browser stack or like lambda test. But there is one benefit for browser stack or lambda test. Irrespective of the fact that those are the paid tools, those can be used to run our test script on the cloud. Okay, so cloud, what exactly cloud means? Cloud means if I'm in my local machine, right now I'm in my local machine, and if I'm going to run any test code, I will be running on this Android Studio virtual device, correct? But let's say that if my what we say let's say that if my internet goes, or like something happened which is not working in my system, or my machine is not working, then that code will not work, correct? But if I have built a virtual device on cloud, like using browser stack or lambda test, if I built a virtual device and if I'm running my code in the cloud directly, after that doesn't matter whether your system is connected to the internet, or like your light electricity goes off, or your machine is not working. If we have once run the code, it will run there. It will run there for sure. Okay. So usually we use those kind of platforms for like for cloud testing only. Okay. And Android Studio is just for our local machine. So okay, now I believe that every one of you has downloaded this Android Studio till now. Any doubts? Okay, so if no any doubts are there, we'll move ahead. Simply right click over this icon, click on as run as administrator. And it will take some time. Let me tell you, it will take some time. Because Android Studio setup is the, like most time taking setup actually, more than Appium project setup. It will take some time because it will download a lot of files internally. Yeah,
Hi Deepak, Harish here.
yeah.
Uh, Actually, I have Mac machine, so here there is no such thing as a admin thing. It's directly giving
Yes,
all.
yes, yes. In Mac, you don't need to run as administrator. You can directly double click on that and you can directly install it.
Okay, as a standard one. Uh,
Yes, yes, yes.
okay.
So I believe that you have downloaded a .dmg file, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Correct, correct. Then you are on the correct path. So others also, I'm not sure. Okay, so for me like I have already installed the Android Studio. That's why I'm getting this option to uninstall the previous version, which I would not like to do that, because I already have installed it. So I would say you guys, just to do a simple installation, you don't need to click on, or like you don't need to modify any kind of checkboxes or anything. Simply just keep clicking on next install, just simply do that. Okay, I'll give you 2 to 3 minutes for now, and at the end, whoever has done his setup for Android Studio, just please let me know. And if anyone is facing any issues or any doubts, like okay, I'm getting this screen, what should I do, simply ask me. So is it done? Can I move ahead? If every one of you has installed Android Studio successfully in your system, so if if it has installed in your system successfully, you might be getting one screen where you might be getting some option to open project or create a new project. So okay, silence means, sometimes silence means yes as well. So okay, then we can move ahead. So if you guys have installed the Android Studio correctly and successfully, and if it is saying like to create a new project or like open a project, what I would like to suggest to you is, let me just open my Android Studio right now. Thanks, Harish. Okay, so at the first time you will not get this UI. You will get something like it will be saying like creating a new project or opening an existing project. Okay, so for example, if you're getting an option to create a new project, simply click on create a new project. Okay, just do what I'm saying, simply click on create a new project. And I believe that every one of you has already installed the Android Studio app. Okay, because if no one has, like if anyone is there who has not installed, then he will be face difficulty what I'm telling right now. Okay, so if anyone wants some more time, they can simply tell me to wait. If no, then we can move it. So yeah, just click on the new project, and after clicking on the new project, click on this empty activity, click on next, and then you can give any kind of name here, any name whatever you want to give, because it's nothing to do with this new project. Okay, whatever we are going to do, it's nothing to do with the new project, but as a standard, we'll just simply do that. Okay, so simply just give your name, any name you can give, and you can simply click on finish. Okay, so once you will click on finish, you will see something like this created here. You will see something like this which is created here. Okay, so I'm again giving 1 more minute to just do this setup.
Yeah, Srushti here. So it's again downloading something. So it is right.
Can you just share the screenshot in the chat, because yeah, it will download. Can you please share the screenshot in the chat?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Are you sharing, Srishti?
I'm not able to paste anything in the chat. I'm trying.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good, Harish. It will open main activity. No issues.
It's saying something package to install Android SDK platform 35, and it is
Yeah, then let it install. Let it install. It will install. Yes.
okay.
So once you are done and you come to this UI screen, please let me know. Okay. Can you just tell me the expected time, how much time it is going to take by looking at the downloading bar, or like some time expected it will be there?
It is done. It is done. It is done. Done. Main
Okay. So
activity.kt something came. Yeah.
correct. That's good. That's good.
Okay.
So you are getting an option to create a new application, create new project, or open anything.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So just simply click on create new project, and simply click on create only.
Yeah. 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 Done.
Okay. So okay, after you guys have done followed this process, you will be finding this thing, like one app or like whatever the name you have given. You will be getting this project here. Basically, this is something which is used by developers, to create the APK files. This is the main thing which is used by developers to create the APK file. Okay. Okay, so but as I told you in the beginning, we don't need to do anything with this one. One and only purpose of a tester or a QA to use this Android Studio is just to create a virtual device. This is the only purpose for a tester to use the Android Studio, and which is the creating a virtual device. Now how we can do that? So on the right side you will find this device manager. On the right side you will find this device manager. Simply click over that device manager. As of now you might be having some by default device there, but we'll create our own device for testing. Okay, so how to create a device? You will see one add a new device button here. Simply click on this add a new device, and then click on this create virtual device. Okay, so I have done that. Let's wait for a second. Now this pop-up has come. Now you can create any model. You can just simply create any model. And why we are getting only pixels? Why we are getting only pixel models? Just because it's Android, and now Android is acquired by Google. That's why, and Google has a by default phone that is called Google Pixel, and that's why we are getting all the options for Pixel only. Previously, Android device was having some more options as well, but in newer versions we will only get this Pixel. Okay, so let's say that if I want to go with Pixel 3, if you guys want, you can also go with Pixel 9 Pro XL or Pixel 9 Pro Fold. You can go with these, but I'm telling you, it will affect your system for sure. Doesn't matter which system you are using. Okay, because it requires a lot of RAM and processor, and like very high processors if you are working with high variants. Okay, so like I'm just going with this Pixel 3a. I've already created one. I will show you how to create that. Make sure that you have selected over this phone, and then you will click on this Pixel 3a, and then you will click on next. Now you can give a name to that. So I already have a Pixel 3a. That's why it's by default it's suggesting me to add a 2 as a suffix. So Pixel 3a 2, and in the Android version, I would like to select Android 9. Why I'm selecting Android 9? You guys can again ask me that, okay, why you are not going with the newer versions like Android 16 or 15 or 14? The reason behind this, if you want to download, it's up to you. If you want to download 16 or 14, you can do that, but your system will lag again. Okay, because my system is also lagging whenever I'm trying to run the code with the higher versions. Okay, so for safe side, we'll go with this Android 9. Okay, so I'll simply click on this Android 9, and you can see that you can select over here, or you can select over here. Okay, system image. So what exactly this system image is? So whenever you're going to create an Android device, what will happen? What will happen is your Android need to have some some Android versions, correct? Android 9. So if you click on this, you will be able to see 989.6 MB system image will be downloaded. So what it is download? It is actually downloading the Android 9. It is actually downloading Android 9 in your local machine. Okay, so simply click over this and click on finish. And then what it's saying, download Google Play Intel 989.6 MB. Yes, and then you need to download it, and it will again take some time. And what exactly this is downloading? This is downloading Android version 9. This is downloading Android version 9. So I hope that we all are on the same track. You guys are also downloading right now the Android version 9 right now. Meanwhile, we do also have a lot of theoretical part which I need to explain you, but right now we'll simply do some practical, then we'll try to understand the theoretical part as well. Okay. So what I will do, I will not download this actually. You guys just continue. I have already downloaded for one. That's why I don't require this. I'll just wait for 2 to 3 minutes for you guys to download it. And if you are done already after downloading, then just let me know.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Yes, Divya, like again, I want to it's up like I couldn't download the Android Studio because my this is the restricted laptop right now I am using, so I need another personal laptop which I will get today evening only. So maybe from tomorrow, the next session I will be there. I will try to the recorded version, whatever you are doing. I will try to record the steps and everything, note down. We'll do offline. If anything, I will contact you. Is it okay?
Sure, no issues. As I told you in the first session only, it's not a YouTube class that you will not get any solutions from my side. If you are not able to do anything on the same day, the next day you can do. If you are again having some doubts or issues, you can simply ask me tomorrow as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's done from Harish. Waiting for Srishti now. Okay, cool. So if you both have done the installation of the Android version, after that, you should be able to get this Pixel 3a here right away in your device manager. If you already have one by default, just simply delete that. We don't require that one, okay? Simply delete that one. So you should be having this Pixel 3a option in the device manager. What you can do, you can simply click on this run button, like this start button. And once you will click on the start button, a new pop-up will open. Right now my pop-up, you can see that I can just move this pop-up anywhere because I have just changed the dock size. If you also want to have this pop-up like this, what you can do is simply click over these three buttons. Okay, not these three buttons, where I need to do. Yes. So you can click on this button. Okay, again I'll show you. Yes, you see, you're able to see this window button. You can simply click on this window button. It will create a new pop-up where you can just simply place your Android device based on your, based on your compatibility. Okay. So once you have started your Android device, you will see this kind of a screen where you can see every functionality of Android device in this. So we do have call. If you want to open any application, you need to simply click over that. So I've clicked on call, and you can see that right now it's loading. And that is the reason I told you like even Android 9 is even slow in my system as well. Even my system is one of the latest system, but still Android 9 is slow. Just imagine if you have installed Android 16 or Android 15, it would take a lot of time, even manually, even for automation as well. So you see, I'm able to see these calls, the contacts I can see. I can also click over here. I'll get some random values. I can click over some numbers. And then I can delete also. I can make a call as well. You can see now it's calling. Okay. And I can cut the call as well. Make sure of one thing, that you have this Wi-Fi sign enabled in your virtual device. So if your Wi-Fi is not enabled, then your device will not be connected to your local machine. Okay, so your Wi-Fi should be enabled. That is the one of the major part you need to make sure. Okay. Also, if you want to know, like if you want to get this notification drawer, simply place your cursor like over here and click and slide down. Okay, click and slide down, and then click and slide up to remove that. Okay, so it's just simply same like we use our real device. Okay, if you want to see all the menu, simply put your cursor over here and click and slide up. So you see all the menus are here. Okay, so we have some different kind of applications like calculator, calendar, camera, Chrome. So in this Chrome browser, we will be seeing like how we can how we can automate the web apps. Also, we have one application, like I have an application. I will be making you guys practice on this application as well. So as I told you, if you guys have got the catalog for this content, you can see in that catalog that it clearly says real-time experience. So why I'm saying real-time experience? Why I'm saying real-time experience for this course content? The reason behind that, whatever I will be showing you, I will not be showing you on any demo app. I will be showing you all the things on the real applications. Like you see, this is a real application which you can find even on the Play Store as well. This customer database is a real application which you can find on the Play Store. So in this customer database, we have a lot of functionalities. Like we have this button. Now we have this add account button. You can add an account here as well. So you see a lot of things are there. If you want, you can simply type over here. So if I want to type something, I can type using my keyboard. I want to delete, I can delete as well. So each and everything is here. Everything is here. Okay, so you can see. I can click over this back button as well. Okay, so a lot of things will be there. We'll be seeing in the upcoming sessions. Okay, so not only this customer database, we do also have our Google Maps. You see, so this Google Maps is also there. We'll be seeing like how we can zoom out to a location, how we can zoom in to a location. So all these things will also be there. Okay, so just wait a second, it's going back. Yes, also we do have API demos, but I'll not waste more time on API demos. Okay, but we need to use these API demos as well, because there are some functionalities for which I had to use this API demos application. Okay, there are some functionalities for which I had to use this one. So for example, if I want to tap on anywhere, if I want to just simply tap on anywhere, right now you can see one thing, we don't have any element here. We don't have a button. We don't have a button. We don't have a text box. We don't have any element. But still, if I want to tap on anywhere using my test script, how I will decide that, okay, I have tapped there or not? For example, here if I will tap, I have written my code. Okay, I have written my code to tap anywhere, but my code is running. Obviously it will be tapping, but I don't have any confirmation that whether it tapped it really or not. Correct. That's why for those kind of things I'm going to use this API demos. For example, if you will tap here, it will create a ball. If you'll tap here, it will create a ball. If you tap here, it will create a ball. So we'll see in the upcoming sessions like how we can tap on the screen anywhere based on the coordinates as well. Okay, so there is a lot of things which we can perform in Appium. So today, what we have seen is we have seen that how we can set up a virtual device, and tomorrow we'll be seeing about the installing the application in a virtual device with the help of Appium Inspector, with the help of command prompt, and with the help of our Appium code as well. Okay, not only in this virtual device, we'll also see about the real device as well. So I have a real device with me. So tomorrow I'll be showing about the real device also, like how we can install the application into a real device as well. Okay, so that was all for today's class, and I hope that we are on the correct track. We all are on the correct track, and we'll see again in the tomorrow session what we can else do. I hope that you guys don't have any doubts or any issues till now.